Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Miss Fierce here from the Fierce Trade House. Um, this is my weekly analysis. It's been a while since I publicly, looked at the charts with you guys. So I'm just back at it again this weekend, and I'm doing it early today, Saturday, not Sunday, but I just decided let's do it on a Saturday today. Same difference, just a day earlier. And for those who don't know, my weekly analysis is all about just looking at the charts and anticipating where I think or how I think the market will go in the coming week, right? So this is just to help me also to prepare for my own trading week, and hopefully it can add value to your own insights as you look at your own charts and plan for your week. So yes, so welcome once again. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please by all means like, subscribe, share. I really appreciate it. Yeah. And for all the support, guys, thank you so much. So I'm gonna start by looking at Euro USD. What we've been seeing with the USD really, the dollar index has been really bullish for a long time, and I think on Friday it pulled back finally. So let's just look at the dollar index. I'm gonna try and do this pretty fast, by the way. Because it's just, and I always say this is just my opinion, guys. It's not cast in stone. Your own analysis. So yeah, so this is the dollar index, and you all can see if you've watched my past analysis for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been bullish on the dollar index, and it's moved exactly how I anticipated. We are seeing, if you just look at this here, we rallied higher, formed a swing high from this swing low. So this was actually the trading range. And then we pulled back into the weekly order block right here, smack and center, and pushed away. So this, if you had caught this on the weekly, this was actually would have been a very good bullish trade for you. I mean, we rallied from this point about like 5,000 pips. Yeah, 5,000 pips. I mean, in a period of like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, guys, 4 weeks. Not bad, right? Not bad. Or another 5,000 points. Anywho, so we rallied higher, pulled back, and then pushed away, and we took out the weekly buy side liquidity. And what I'm anticipating is what we have already begun to see on Friday is we probably, I don't know, I don't think, let's see. This is where we're at. We're at an imbalance as well. So I'm kind of anticipating that we would, yeah, we're still in bearish structure. I mean, looking at it long term, not like short term, but actually, okay, let me correct that. We are not in bearish structure, but there is an interesting level here that showed very strong bearish structure. I'm not sure we are just going to rally to the upside to possibly target this high here just yet. So I'm going to anticipate we're going to pull back from this zone this coming week, and and just possibly retrace before we continue, although we are still looking pretty bullish. So if I look at it on the lower time frame, what we see, maybe we can look at the daily, is that on Friday we can see what happened. We closed bearish, yeah, took out liquidity, closed bearish, tapped into this order block here. So I'm kind of like thinking, are we going to go up? I don't think so. We may see some accumulation happening around here. I would like to see price break down and begin to tap into these lower levels of 107.579 all the way back down into this weekly sell side liquidity level of 103,661. We also have 104,637. So there's quite a bit of things happening here. Okay. Let me look at the 1 hour. So yeah, so that's really what I'm seeing. Will we push up higher? I don't think so. I'm going to anticipate a pullback this coming week. Although long term we're still looking bullish. Like on the weekly, like I said, there's an interesting level up here, okay, that may just be taken out. But I'm not sure it's going to happen just so far. So I'm anticipating a pullback on the dollar index. Anywho, since we trade pairs more than the dollar index, this would explain why Euro USD literally has been unable to really rally back up because of the strength of the dollar. And I think we are at an interesting level right here. We are in this zone over here. So we're in this very interesting zone right about here. Okay. We're just about to tap into it. So I'll anticipate that once we do tap into it, we may consolidate for a bit. We may even, there might be a stop run, and then I'm going to anticipate prices to begin to push up. So in as much, like I said, I'm expecting DXY to pull back, so I'm anticipating the euro to push up. Okay, that's my take. Now let's look at, let's say, the USD JPY, which should be looking the same as the dollar index. And literally, it's like they were made for each other. Again, these are markings that I've done that I did 2 or 3 weeks ago and really been respected. Actually, several weeks ago. Actually, no, 3 weeks ago. And we can see we haven't yet taken out this buy side level. We are at a fair value gap. So again, I feel like we should pull back before we try to attempt that level. I'm not so sure we're going to see a very strong push to the upside just yet. Although we do have at least an interesting liquidity zone up here. So maybe I can just mark that out, right? As my weekly level, right? That I'll be looking at. But I don't think we're gonna make it that far. I think it's time for us to pull back. Okay, so USD JPY, I'm anticipating a pullback. Let me look at Euro CAD. I haven't looked at this pair for a bit. Again, all these pairs, like I said, we've just taken out liquidity. This is also old markings from a previous couple of weeks. We do have, very interesting sell side liquidity zones here. So there's that potential to keep pushing lower. We're really, really looking like we want to do so. But again, we've just taken out liquidity. I'm going to really anticipate. We closed bullish on this pair on Friday, although there was a rejection, but it looks like on the daily, actually, no, we closed bearish. So we've been bullish and then we said pulling back. All I'm thinking is the reason we're pulling back is we took out liquidity. So we're pulling back to clear the imbalance here, which is actually cool. But again, I'm bullish on EuroCAD. I anticipate after this pullback, they're going to continue to push up. Let's look at AUD pair, right? AUD USD, I guess, would be looking similar to most USD pairs. We do have, again, my past levels that I had marked out. We are approaching an order block zone on the daily. Let's see the weekly. Weekly is looking pretty interesting. We closed very bearish, so there's potential to maybe attempt to go lower, but we are on an interesting zone right now. And very interesting level right now. I'm kind of 50-50 here. So let me see. Sorry. I would really love to see AUD USD reject off of this zone, but just the way we've closed this calendar, but we've just taken out liquidity. So again, I'm just like, we're gonna push up. So I'm bullish. I'm bullish on AUD USD. Okay. Don't take my word for it. Let's look at GBP JPY. Let's look at a GBP pair. Wow, this is pretty messy. I mean, what is this? The last couple of weeks, this is how GJ has been looking. Not really fancy. Not really fancy. Interesting. Pretty low volume with this pair. We've really been in consolidation. If you just look at this here, we've been in this zone, just really not doing much. This must have been a very difficult pair to trade in the last couple of days, weeks. I'm really 50-50 on this pair, so I'm not gonna comment. We could go either way. We could either push up or down. But it looks like there's more potential for the pair to push lower. Okay, because we did take out liquidity, we started to break down, and yeah, it's looking like we could retrace down. So my initial target would possibly be 159.438 all the way to 157.862, and maybe finally 155.568, right? I think so, guys. I think so. Yeah, but we are smack in the middle of a range, so it could go either way. But yeah, I would be looking at posing or posting bearish structure. Let me look at GBP USD. Wow, GU is even more likely to drop. So definitely targeting this level. Definitely. 1.14189. So I guess in hindsight, because of just, once we take out that low, then I'll be looking at bullish structure. So for me, if I was trading GU, I would just chill for this zone. Like I would literally just, it's about 98 pips. We see how Sunday will open. Yeah, if you look at the weekly, it's looking pretty much very bearish. But I think we're about to turn, and there's a potential that we need to reach this level, 100 pips away, thereabouts, take out liquidity, and then begin to push up. That would be my take. That would be what I'd be looking for. And I mean, that's what so drop down, retest, possibly back into the 1700 level, and then continue to the downside because we're still posting bearish structure. Now let's go to gold. haven't traded gold in a while. In fact, I was talking to somebody about it last week, and they were telling me how, I literally kind of told them not to trade gold because gold can really be messy. I find gold messy. And finally, they were like, I'm not trading gold anymore. I was like, yeah, I told you, I told you. But I do know that people who, crash gold. I mean, crash it, crash it, crash it. But it's just not something I trade anymore. I just like to look at it because it's really good. I mean, if you look at gold, it's been quite consistent. I just think, depending on your account size, I wouldn't just trade gold on a small account. I would prefer to trade it on a big account and put on my micro lots, and we're good to go. But because sometimes you may not have the luxury to trade a big account, you may need to just, leave gold for a bit and trade other pairs as you grow your account. And if you have a sizable account, put in gold. So this is the trading range. We've been bearish since March. And it's just, I mean, it's looking beautiful on the daily, right? If you just got in at the right time. But we are seeing there's this range here between this swing high and this swing low. And this is a trading range. So we are pushing, let me see. Okay, yeah, so we did retest the equilibrium level. Actually, we didn't. We just dropped. So we're still looking bearish. There's potential to tap into these zones, but I'm hoping that we just kind of come and maybe even try and fill in this zone, right? That's really what I'm looking at. Because we've been bearish for a couple of days. We finally took out this liquidity zone. We are at a daily order block zone as well. So I'm just going to anticipate we're going to be bullish, tap into that, and then drop and clear out the weekly imbalance. That's my take, okay? Let's go on the indices. I already did a recap of my week last week. So this is just going to be a quick one. US 30. Just saying where I think we are headed. Okay, I think I need to maybe just hide all this messy stuff. So US 30 is posting bearish structure. We are at a daily order block right about now. We did try to reject that, but we are still looking bearish. So I'm going to anticipate that maybe we are targeting the 30. And if you see my lower time frame markings, I had actually anticipated that would happen. But I want price to push up first before we continue. So yes, we are very bearish on US 30, extremely bearish. Extremely bearish. Yeah, 30K is definitely likely, but I want we are at this order block here, right? I would like to see price push up, take out these levels up here before we drop. That's really what I would like to see. Like, I would really want to see that. But we are definitely looking bearish. 1 hour. Look at this. If we think about it, I think US 30 is targeting this level here at long term, we are targeting the 29,716. So let's just keep that in mind. But in the interim, we are on a weekly order block here. Okay, daily order block. So this is going to be a reactionary level. So I think I would want to see price push back up before we continue to the downside, or consolidate here for a couple of days, even if it's a day at a minimum, before we continue to the downside. But we are definitely posting bearish structure. But short term, I would like to see the retest to the upside and then come see the drop to the downside. So yeah, guys, that's about it from me. I think I won't look at NAS and there because definitely looking the same as US 30, looking bearish, possibly will turn to, because we are in a very interesting zone here. So we may see some reaction off of this level to retest the highs, possibly clear these imbalances before we continue to see price posting lower prices. Okay. Yeah. Yes, so thank you guys. I hope this weekly analysis has been helpful. Let me look at Bitcoin before. Let me wrap up with Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. Nicely done. So BTC, as always, I've been bearish on BTC. I don't even I remember somebody commenting that they don't think BTC can get to 12K. And I'm just like, bruh, BTC can definitely get to 12K zone. Definitely. Like, definitely. So, I mean, I'm just looking at this range here. Definitely. So that's what I'm looking at long term. I mean, I could be wrong, but is there anyone thinking that this pair is going to go up to 45K right now? I don't think so, guys. So I'm still bearish on BTC. Maybe towards the year we'll begin to see price pushing up. But yeah, I'm posting lower prices. If we see a pullback, I don't think it will be strong enough to push this price too high up. We may accumulate in this level for a bit. Maybe we'll go back to the 25K level. But guys, I'm bearish. 12K it is. I said that in a previous crypto analysis 2 weeks ago. So yeah. So thank you, people. It's been a pleasure. I really wish you a fantastic trading week ahead next week. See you soon. Bye.